Hey everyone, what's up? Welcome to the Art Shack. Today I want to go over the oil pastels that I use, and there's one particular question that I get over and over and over again, and it's what brand did I use, and how do I blend them so well? So, to demonstrate this to you, I'm going to be using the oil pastels that I usually use, along with some oil pastels that you might not want to use. The oil pastel brand that I use when I draw is Sennelier, and I find that these oil pastels are better than any other brand I've ever used. And the oil pastels I'm going to be comparing it to is one of these young artist studio sets. This is one of those 81 piece sets that are very cheap, probably less than $10, and this is what I'm going to be comparing it to. For this demonstration, I am running two simultaneous back-to-back videos. The one on the bottom is the Sennelier oil pastels, and the one at the top is the regular oil pastels. As you can see, if you look closely, you notice the difference right away. The the Sennelier oil pastels apply very, very smooth, and they blend even better. The regular oil pastels, they are very clumpy as you apply them to the page. They don't spread very well. They don't blend very well either. As you can see right now in the top video, I am starting to blend, and it sort of works out the problems that it had when I first applied it, but nowhere near as good as the way the bottom Sennelier looks. And this is the main difference that I find, is it's the blending. The blending of Sennelier oil pastels separates it from many other brands I've tried over the years. So that's how the blending with the blending stumps goes. The other thing I get a lot is how I blend them so well with my fingers. I am going to demonstrate this now. On the bottom, as you can see, I have the Sennelier oil pastels, and I'm blending them right now with my fingers, and as you can see, they blend very, very well. And on the top video, I am struggling to blend that with my finger. It almost does nothing at all. It's almost, it doesn't do a thing. But the one on the bottom, it just blends like butter. It is that smooth, that slick. There was one thing that I noticed while I was using the regular oil pastels, and that was that they kept on reminding me of how crayons were. So I figured I might as well just use the crayons and see how they compare up to these oil pastels. And I found that the crayons are actually better than these oil pastels. The quality of these, I'm going to keep calling them regular oil pastels, they are terrible. I don't recommend that you get them for any reason. Especially if you're trying to replicate something that I've drawn, it's going to be a headache. So the crayons I've found are much better in quality than these oil pastels. There is, however, only one downside to these oil pastels, and that is the price. But I honestly have to say, though, for the price, it doesn't really make a difference because the quality of them is top, is the best I've ever used. Alright everyone, I hope you gained a little knowledge from this video, and the biggest point I want to get across is that cheaper is not always better as far as art materials. So just be careful for what you buy, and I hope you learn from this. Please subscribe, and I will see you later.